Ever wondered how to make the perfect baked macaroni and cheese for the holidays? Well, you're about to embark on a culinary adventure that will lead you straight to a dish that is as heartwarming as it is mouth-watering. This isn't just any macaroni and cheese. This is Patti LaBelle's famous recipe, a delightful blend of creamy, cheesy goodness and perfectly cooked pasta that has become a holiday staple in homes across the globe. You see, there's something magical about this dish. It's more than just food. It's comfort. It's tradition. It's love served in a baking dish. And the best part? You don't need to be a professional chef to pull it off. With the right ingredients and a little bit of patience, anyone can create this masterpiece in their own kitchen. So gather your ingredients, and let's get started with this delicious journey. First things first, let's talk ingredients. Our star of the show, the macaroni, needs to be firm yet tender, capable of holding up under the weight of the luxurious cheese sauce we're going to make. I recommend Barilla elbows for their excellent texture and robustness. Next, let's talk cheese, and we're not skimping here. We've got sharp cheddar for that classic tangy mac and cheese flavor. We're also using Monterey Jack, which melts beautifully and brings a mild, creamy note. And then we have Munster cheese, a secret weapon of sorts which adds a subtle sweetness and incredible meltiness. But wait, there's more. We'll also be adding a touch of Velveeta. Now hear me out. Velveeta, in all its processed glory, lends a velvety smooth texture to our mac and cheese that's hard to achieve with natural cheeses alone. Trust me, it's a game changer. For our liquid base, we're using half and half. It's the Goldilocks of dairy, not too rich, not too light, just right for our decadent sauce. And let's not forget about butter, that golden elixir that adds depth and richness to our dish. I recommend using unsalted Kerrygold butter for its superior flavor. 2 large, farm-fresh eggs will help bind our ingredients together, ensuring that each bite is a harmonious blend of cheesy pasta goodness. To season, we're keeping it simple with just salt and black pepper. This is where quality really matters. I recommend using pink Himalayan salt for its pure, unrefined taste and freshly cracked black pepper for that punchy, aromatic kick. Lastly, we'll be using a bit of vegetable oil to keep our pasta from sticking while boiling. Opt for a neutral oil like canola or sunflower that won't compete with the other flavors. Now that we have all our ingredients ready, it's time to start cooking. The first step in our cooking journey begins with the macaroni. Picture a pot of bubbling water, eager to transform our uncooked macaroni into tender, bite-sized morsels of delight. As the water reaches its boiling point, we introduce a splash of oil, a subtle trick to keep our macaroni from sticking together. Now, it's the macaroni's time to shine. We gently pour it into the boiling water, letting each piece dive into the hot bath. The macaroni dances in the boiling water for about 8 to 10 minutes. But remember, we're aiming for al dente, that perfect state where the pasta is cooked, yet retains a bit of firmness for texture. Once our macaroni has achieved this coveted al dente state, we drain it, bidding farewell to the hot water. The macaroni emerges, steamy and perfectly cooked, ready to take on the cheesy goodness that awaits it. With our perfectly cooked macaroni ready, we move on to the next step. What's macaroni and cheese without the cheese, right? It's like a rainbow without colors, or a symphony without music. It's the cheese that makes this dish a real showstopper. So let's roll up our sleeves and dive into the heart of our recipe, the cheese sauce. First things first, we're going to need some butter. Not just any butter though, we're using Land O'Lakes unsalted butter. Melt 2 sticks in a saucepan over medium heat. You'll know it's ready when it starts to bubble and hiss like a cat that just saw a cucumber. Now for the next step, we're going to add in our half and half. It's like the Robin to our Butter's Batman, the perfect sidekick. Pour in 2½ cups of this creamy goodness into the saucepan and stir it until it's well blended with the butter. Watch as it swirls and dances together in a tantalizing tango of taste. Once you've got a smooth blended mixture, it's time for the pièce de résistance, the cheese. We're not just talking about 1 or 2 types of cheese, oh no. We're going all out with sharp cheddar, Monterey Jack, and Velveeta. Grate 2 cups of each cheddar and Jack and cube 1½ cups of Velveeta. Slowly add these cheeses into the saucepan, stirring constantly to ensure they melt evenly and incorporate into the sauce. This isn't a race, so take your time. We want a sauce that's creamy, velvety, and well blended. It should be a rich golden color that just screams deliciousness. Keep stirring until all the cheese has melted. You'll know you've hit the jackpot when the sauce is smooth and glossy, and it coats the back of your spoon without clumping. It's a sight to behold, a true testament to your culinary prowess. And there you have it, Your homemade, creamy, mouth-watering cheese sauce is ready. It's the soul of our baked macaroni and cheese, and I promise you it's worth every bit of effort. So take a moment to bask in your achievement. You've earned it. Now we have our creamy, mouth-watering cheese sauce ready, and oh boy, it's going to make your macaroni sing. Now comes the exciting part, combining our macaroni and cheese sauce. As the heart of our holiday dish, the combination of macaroni and cheese sauce is a dance of flavors that marries beautifully in the oven. Picture this: our cooked macaroni, still warm and slightly al dente, meeting our homemade cheese sauce, a creamy blend of sharp cheddar, Monterey Jack, and mild cheddar. The macaroni, like a sponge, is ready to soak in all the cheesy goodness. Let's start by pouring our cheese sauce over the macaroni. We want every inch of pasta coated in cheese. Don't be shy with your sauce, it's the star of the show. As the sauce seeps into the crevices of the macaroni, it's as if each noodle is getting a luxurious cheese spa treatment. Now it's time to introduce our beaten eggs into the mix. Eggs are the binding agents here. They'll help our macaroni and cheese hold its shape while adding a delightful richness. Pour them in slowly and stir gently. We want to make sure everything gets evenly mixed without breaking our macaroni. Stirring is an art in itself. It's not about speed, but about patience and precision. The goal is to evenly distribute the sauce throughout the macaroni, ensuring each bite is as heavenly as the last. Imagine each spoonful of this dish, perfectly balanced with pasta, cheese, and a hint of egg. That's what we're aiming for. Don't forget to take a moment to appreciate the beauty of this mix. The golden hue of the sauce, the sheen of the egg, the way it all clings to the macaroni, it's a sight to savor. And there we have it. Our macaroni and cheese mix is ready for the oven. We're one step away from creating a comforting, cheesy masterpiece that's sure to steal the show at any holiday gathering. So let's move on to the final act, baking to perfection. The final step, baking our delicious creation. Now that we've married our macaroni and cheese sauce in a delicious matrimony, it's time to introduce them to the heat. Preheat your oven to a cozy 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the perfect temperature for our dish to bake evenly and get that beautiful golden crust. While our oven is warming up, let's gently transfer our macaroni mix into a baking dish. A large stainless steel dish is perfect for evenly distributing heat. Slide the dish into the oven and set a timer for 35 minutes. This is the sweet spot where our macaroni and cheese transforms into a bubbly, golden, mouth-watering masterpiece. As the time ticks down, keep an eye on the dish. You're looking for a beautiful golden brown crust that's both crunchy and cheesy. And voila, your perfect holiday baked macaroni and cheese is ready to be devoured. Now, wasn't that a fun and delicious journey? We've navigated through the process of creating a holiday masterpiece. Delectable baked macaroni and cheese, a la Patti LaBelle. We've seen how a medley of cheeses, when combined with perfectly cooked macaroni, can create a dish that's as comforting as it is festive. We've whisked, stirred, and baked our way to a meal that's sure to bring joy to any holiday table. And remember, the beauty of this recipe is its simplicity. With some good quality ingredients, a little patience, and a lot of love, you too can whip up this cheesy delight. And we can't wait to hear how your version turns out. Remember, cooking is not just about following a recipe, it's about making that recipe your own. We hope you enjoy making and eating this delightful dish as much as we did. Happy holidays!